And do you really know who you are? Do you really know that you create the future? And you should never let nobody write your future. Your ancestors only wanted the greatest from you. Nothing external can come against you. You're immortal. You live in an infinitesimally small construct yourself as a being that can't even be measured. Nothing can smash that, step on that, stop that. And when we expand, we now in these big gelatinous bodies now. When we do that, we can't forget that where we came from and what we truly are in order to maintain this field. Maintain this tribe. Do not bring this instabilities, this I don't know, this confusion, this misalignment. Man, understand when you come into this temple, you have a responsibility now. You may have been playing it. There's folks still going to play with it, but what are you doing? You have a responsibility now as an elder. Cosmos has chosen you to be in this elder position now as we're going to go through this transition. What is an elder's responsibility? An elder is a pillar to hold up, to be stable. Give us a stable foundation. Don't make us shake. Like I got, again, people coming to me confused and scared and all this kind of stuff because of what people are saying. That means you're shaking the foundation. We're building and stabilizing the foundation and leveling it. That's what this whole affiliation thing is now, is I'm going to level this thing. And I'm going to take this site that we built together, and I'm going to make sure that on these pages of community, connection, that it's filled with the beings that are on alignment with themselves and their higher self and the blueprint of what it showed us and taught us. Aliens ain't coming, Doc. You can't destroy anything immortal. If you're trying to figure out when the destruction of humanity is going to be, you're going to be looking for a long time. We cannot be destroyed. If you're waiting on a specific date, you've put yourself into a queue. Right now, we make the time. 2012, lineup now. December 21st, Great Awakening, whatever, now. Do you think you got masters waiting on specific days before they're going to bring themselves into the great awareness? What if that day doesn't come? What if we go beyond that date and you find like they did in 2012 where you just roll into the next day? And then also realize that these people in this media, they're feeding on you. They're feeding on all of this stuff. They know this. They watch this stuff. Their advisors, they call them script authenticators. Their script authenticators are watching channels on YouTube from conscious speakers, even myself, and then coming back and remixing all that stuff inside of Netflix. Then here you go watching it and you're like, you know what? They know the truth. They resonated. And it's like, this is a copycat scheme. They're just taking the knowledge. They're taking the knowledge from Santos, taking the knowledge from Pierre, taking the knowledge from all these different people. And then they spin that up into the most fanciful, non-balanced, totally, it's just entertainment and entrainment. A broadcast, as a casting of a spell, a broadcast, very far. And then some are being enveloped in it. And that's what I said. You have to stay on point, though. You got to know if you're being enveloped in it. Like a lot of these folks, they're so haughty now. They're unreproachable. You can't even say that they're wrong. And it's like, yo, that's how we sharpen each other. Steel, sharper steel, steel. And so and again, it helps because I was getting sharpened all the time from the elders when I first came into this. They were hitting the gavel on me all the time. And I got tired of someone coming to me, telling me and checking me about things that I was saying that I didn't completely know all of what I was talking about. So I said, you know what? I'm going to stop talking until I find some kind of blueprint or something. So that way, if they're challenging me on this, then they be challenging themselves. And I went within. That's how I found the superior brachium. That's how I saw the ovary shaped like the ram over in the pyramids. That's why all of the stuff I realized was all in the body. That's why I realized why that word understand came to me about inside rather than overstanding. Now you way the hell out there. How are we going to apply that? Now you're understanding. You're way under there. You're dismal. You're below. You're feeling less. Understand. This is where the balance is. It starts with an I. That's that Sushumna column, that center. And then again, when becoming aware of that, now working through the process of deprogramming myself out of what was contrary to that. So that way I can be confident in the things that I'm actually doing. I'm not guessing. This is not guesswork. When I say this is what's happening, it's really what's happening, not because I said so, but because there are a myriad of resonances and components that say that same thing. That's as above, so below. Then you have discernment. That's what it was with any system of knowledge. It had something in it that you can query, that you could divine to let you know the truth. Just to let you know also that you may not know the truth. You may come out thinking you know the truth. That's how kids are. They think they know every damn thing. I know how to do it, mommy. And walking right into the middle of the street. And cars coming and everything. You see what I mean? So there is that phenomenon where kids think they know everything. So then there must be that point where the elder comes in and says, but this is what it is. And even when they rebuttal, but how do you know? Go to the school. Go into the great sanctum and see what the masters left. They already told you how this is going to end and begin and end and begin again. And most importantly, they told you exactly how much power you had in the entire process and how you can form, shape, and fashion your reality. And that's what the secret got paid almost billions of dollars just to come and tell everybody that they were manifesting their own reality. If that wasn't true, they wouldn't have been able to make $1 billion off of something like that. So where does that cut off? It doesn't.